Hey guys, this is going to be a really short show today. This is kind of an introduction to my channel and its purpose and what we plan to show everyone this season. Predominantly, this channel is about survival in its most primal forms. Not survival by way of saying, hey, I must eat, I must start a fire, I must have something to drink in order to live from day to day. That's not what I mean by survival. Here in this part of the country, and by this part of the country I mean the southeast region, Appalachian region, we're going to rely heavily, almost every year, for Lord, 100 years or more, on every type of root that can be hunted, harvested, grown, bought and sold, every kind you can imagine. That's what we're going to be talking about here. Myself, I'm not real keen on some roots, say like yellow root, bloodroot. Co-wash, yeah, I like it because it patches up real nice. But in general, golden seal, yellow root, co-wash, bloodroot, ginseng, they're all wonderful, wonderful sources of income. And not just that, guys. These herbs and stuff I'm talking about actually really help people all over the world. Predominantly, maybe more so in the Asian communities, but really in America we use it as well. So as you know, my name's Tim. I'm going to walk you through a little bit of this scouting session I'm going to pull off today here. Like I say, it's not going to be a real short video. This is the introduction to my channel. We're brand new to YouTube. We've been doing this for a lot of years, and I'm going to put a lot of focus this year on helping some people learn their way and trying to teach people a different way of thinking. You know, sometimes I come into these woods and I don't just look around. When we get towards the end of the season here, we will be selling quite a big bag of ginseng. I usually can do fairly well. I got friends that do a lot better than me, but ginseng predominantly is what I like to dig, and I can teach you, anyone who would like to take some trips into the woods this year, learn what to look for, the signs. Really, ginseng, it'll grow everywhere, really. But a lot of times, I tend to remind people, a lot of hills fall into two main categories, for myself anyway. Other people may have different terminology for it, but myself, I kind of say it's a dry hill or it's a rich hill. And a lot of north-facing hills will be a rich hill, which will be a hill that doesn't get a whole lot of sunlight. Obviously, it gets some, but keep in mind, when a hill gets a lot of sun, it won't do very well. It'll be dry, and in dry hills, sometimes you can find some very large ginseng, what I call bushes, which is just predominantly a plant. Some large ones, however, they don't tend to bunch up in patches like what I like. I got friends who they don't mind to walk through these dry hills forever until they find that one or two big ones. These woods here, they're infested, and I do mean infested, guys. If you're new to this area, or you haven't ever been in the woods much and done any singing or digging or hunting or any of this, then you need someone to go with you, at least the first couple of times. I don't really think that you must have a weapon. Weapon is not really, you know, yeah, sure, if you see a snake, wow, you can shoot it, right? But what I like to think is if you don't have to, don't. You know, it's just good policy. A lot of people see snakes and they're so creeped out by them that they'll immediately go ahead and shoot the snake and go on about their business when it was really no need at all. I'm more afraid, guys, of beehives, to be honest, than a snake or a bear or any other animal I may encounter. These woods right here, I just seen a fox a few minutes ago right before we started recording. This hill that I'm on right now is a well-known hill to myself. I've been on it a lot, guys. I done a little bit of digging here last year. Probably, if I had to guess, just on this one side here, about 2 pounds. But, you know, it varies. Everybody can say to you, if you ever hear the term, oh, that place has been sung to death. Well, I call bullshit, guys, because sung to death to me means nothing. You can tell me you sung a place to death and I will immediately go look, because I think that you might be trying to get me off of your scent. Because sung to death means jack shit anymore, guys. Sang does not come up every year. I could dig this hill every year for a couple of years straight and possibly do some damage to it, but sang bush does not come up every single year. It is a funny plant in that way. Now, I want to add real fast before we end today's show. Like I said, this is just really a quick introduction to my channel and what I plan to do this year. And I will show everyone later on in the show that, hey, you can do good at this. Hey, you can have fun at this. I love it, guys. And I'm not the only one. This is a very, very addictive thing. It's I wouldn't know how to describe it, but I guarantee you, if you ask my wife how to describe it, and many a man's wife, they would describe it as one word: grr. Many a man has spent hours and hours in the woods, guys, nights, days, weeks, in the woods throughout these seasons, hunting ginseng itself. Not just because it's profitable, guys. Don't think that this is strictly for profit. This is absolutely very fun. And I do actually grow a little bit of sang, but I don't do it like, if you try to grow sang like in your garden, it won't come up like you would expect. And buyers, guys, can tell when it's been cultivated, and they won't buy it from you. They'll turn you away. So the best way, if you're thinking about growing a few bunches, just start out slow. Grow you a few bunches, maybe in your hill up above your house, you know, or in a hill somewhere where, you know, you're never going to be 100%, guys, that people aren't going to find the spot that you went. But, you know, you can at least be confident, hey, this isn't going to be a spot that people check a lot, okay? But, again, you can never be sure they won't be found. But back to what I was saying, this year, just to kick off the channel, I'm going to teach everyone a little bit about how to spot these different types of roots as you're walking through the woods here, guys. And many a man has been fooled by different things. I know Virginia creeper, that's one of the things that really fools beginners. I mean, beginners have a rough time with that one, and I don't blame you. One time, years and years ago, I was a beginner too, guys, and I had a hard time myself, okay? Today, I have nobody with me as far as in filming and stuff, so I still didn't bring no weapon, guys. I come here, I got my backpack, as you can see. Always have my backpack with something to drink, some extra grocery bags, because if you do, it happens to rain, say like it is right now, it's starting to rain a bit, but I have electronics with me, so, and cigarettes. I'm a smoker, so it's nice to have something to keep those things from getting soaked and ruined. Also, guys, be smart. I mean, know which way you come in the woods, guys. iPhones, sure, they got a compass, they got maps, but a lot of times you get in these woods, you do not have a lick of service. And contrary to popular belief, you will not be able to use your phone without service. Compass, maybe, but not much. It'll take a picture for you. That's about it. But I use it predominantly just to play some music. This is fun for me, and I think that everyone out there will think the same. But throughout the year, we're going to talk about obviously how to spot stuff, what you may need. As you can see, I have my digger, my backpack, my boots, and I'm my sanity temporarily. I'll teach you how to spot some stuff, guys. If you would like to get in contact with me later on, I will actually add some info for you to be able to contact me. And I do every year. I take people in, excuse me, and I show them the ropes. And this year will be no different. If you want to get in touch with me and let me kind of give you an idea of how to do this, how to get started, you want to make a few extra dollars this year, sure, I have no problems with that. I actually have friends who are way better at this than me, and we're always always having a little battle with each other. But I just now ran upon a 3-prong, guys. What in ginseng world, this is what it's called now. You have a 3-prong, and as you can see, this little 3-prong right here, he's kind of bent over. This is how I found him right here, guys. See that? So I still spotted him, even though he was upside down. You see? So now, if you were in this woods right now and you wanted to dig this, you could. You need to make sure that it's old enough, guys. A lot of people will dig the really small stuff, and there'll be a desperate buyer out there that will take it from you because they have quotas to meet and contracts to make sure they get the right amounts. However, guys, be smart. We want this stuff to be around for my kids, your kids, their kids to do this, because like I said, it's not just about income, guys. It's about fun. It's about fun. You can really use ginsenging as a family thing that you do every year. No big deal. It's really, my kids love it, honestly. I have some young boys, they love it. My wife actually likes to go. She just don't like when I go alone. Okay, so one thing real fast before we end the show. I think we're getting close to that 15-minute mark that I'm trying to keep this first show in. But like I said, here you go. This is a 3-pronged ginseng bush, okay? Now, would you know the difference, guys? Would you know the difference from that versus this? Would you? Virginia creeper? Ginseng. You see? Let me give you another example of the Virginia creeper. I just ruined the show. Dropped my phone. Sorry, guys. Real fast though. That's the 3-prong I showed you. Let's go right back up here. Okay, Virginia creeper. See that? See, the Virginia creeper is pretty spot on a lot of times. And then you come back and you turn, and then you look right here and you have ginseng. So they're very similar, guys. But it can be done. But this is Tim. We're gonna sign off today. I'm gonna finish scouting around here. I love this hill, I always have. So subscribe, follow my channel. Feel free to ask any questions and I will answer back anything you guys need to know about. Peace.